Carshalton Athletic meet old foes Cray Wanderers at Carshalton Avenue here today. I'm Graham Whitehead for Robbins TV. Catch the highlights and see who comes out on top. If this does stay the way it is, Carshalton will wonder how it's happened, because Lloyd Thomas has barely touched the ball other than the times he's had to pick the ball out the net. Sessignon now. Price can't catch it though. And that is all she wrote for today. A thoroughly miserable afternoon for Carshalton. They go down 3-1 to Cray. Well, Keith, pretty miserable day all round really. Weather, game. How are you feeling after that?
Well, you know that I sit in the stand for the first period, and for the first 5-10 minutes I thought we were looking at a conclusive victory the way we were playing. It just needed the ball to go in the back of the net. So I think we were on top until the goal. It was their first corner. If I was disappointed in anything, it was the fact we hadn't capitalised on our chances and our set pieces. But even at 1-0, we felt we'd played really well, and it was hard to be critical at half time. In fact, we praised them. But yeah, the second goal again, disappointing from a set piece. Then you're chasing. Obviously, we made changes for a reason. I think it was a great goal that we scored, put us back in it.
I know it's the same for both teams, but obviously the conditions were pretty horrendous.
No, I mean we can use that. No, we can use that to our advantage as well. Again, I don't think we played particularly badly. I think again some of our football was sublime at times with the passing and movement, but again it's knowing when that killer pass has to go in or when to pull the trigger, and when we do, hitting the target and forcing the keeper to make a save, and then being alive to the ones he does make. We were just, at times we were just too slow to react.
Yeah, Paris, pretty tough day for playing football all round, I'd imagine. How do you find the conditions?
It was horrendous really, wasn't it? It didn't stop raining all day. It was just terrible conditions. It wasn't a nice day to play.
It looked to me like, you know, the ball was zipping off the ground when it was on the floor, and then it was holding up when it was in the air. Were you finding a bit of that?
Yeah, it was very, very zippy. Well, I don't think we played. Our football wasn't too bad, to be fair. We didn't play too bad. Kept the ball moving. It was a bit zippy, but it just poor goals we gave away. So we can't do nothing. Can't say anything about it really. Just poor goals. Very sloppy from us, and that was it really. Get punished. Can't be doing that every week, so yeah. Poor goals.
Did you? I mean, obviously the penalty would have brought it back to 1-1. Did you? Yeah, but you know, that's just the way it goes. But did you have much? It was not long before half time, was it?
No, it would have been ideal. Obviously, if he puts that away, and any goal you score or concede changes the mentality of either us or the opponent. And the fact that we didn't bury that one, you know, players at the top level don't. Let's face it, and so.
Yeah. What's the plan for trying to lift the players for next week now?
Well, that's the balancing act. How critical do you be? They should be self-critical. They should be self-evaluating when they get home tonight and tomorrow and all week. If I'm honest, if I was a player, I'd be dwelling on this until at least the training session, if not the next game. It's hard to put it away if you're honest as a player. We've obviously got to look at it as a coaching staff. I know for sure Pete will be deep in thought about this for the rest of the weekend, if not longer. We're going to have to look at that because Wingate are on a bit of a decent run for them as well. So we know that's going to be a tough one. The other thing we'll have to take into account is that we've got a game Saturday and Monday. So
yeah. Well, obviously you probably know Wingate and Finchley beat Cray in midweek, and that's who you've got next week. What do you know about them, if anything?
Not too much, fair. Just played them in recent years. Normally do quite well against them, but it's been quite a topsy-turvy start to the season. So we just need to focus on us. Yeah, that's all we can do really. Just focus on us. We need to start playing much better football because we all know it hasn't been great at all. We've had some results, but the football hasn't been great. So yeah, we need to pick it up massively.
All right. Well, good luck for next week then.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Those are two games that we need to bounce back, and I think, you know, we've got to look at 6 points from those two games, and that's not being optimistic. I think that's a no-brainer. That's what we've got to look at if we're going to stay in contention for where we want to be in this league table.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming out and chatting. I think you probably just want to go and dry off as much as anything else.
Yeah. Get home.
Yeah.
But
Don't blame me.
No worries.
All right.
All
Well,
right.